Gar, Gar,
Gar, Gar, Gar, Gar,
Gar, Gar, Gar, Garcia Aquatics here. Welcome back. Berto here from Garcia Aquatics. How's everybody doing on this wonderful Friday evening or morning or afternoon around the world? How's everybody doing? I just decided to go up live today just because, and I just wonder how's everybody doing, and I want to see how everybody's doing. Just wondering. Just a little curious how everybody's doing this wonderful Friday. And how's everybody doing? And we're gonna wait for a little bit until anybody shows up. But let me go ahead and let everybody know that Garcia's. I should have just tried to get knowing how to set it out, set it up for everybody to know that I'm live. Joe Munoz. Anything new or exciting? Well, tomorrow I'm gonna go pick up my 32 BioCube. I'm gonna be setting up a saltwater tank, and who knows what else I'm gonna be doing, and check up on everything else and get everything situated. Work on my other 125 and get everything going. Silver Creeks Aquatics, welcome. Just getting everything done, and I really appreciate everybody coming. Even though I only have 3 people here, but if you can, just don't forget, hit that like button, hit that share button, and turn on that notification bell to be notified when Garcia Aquatics is dropping a video or a short or when he goes live. Because you never know what's going to happen in Garcia Aquatics live stream. And like I always say, it's a hangout. Even though today I put it T.G.I.If, even though I forgot to put the period between the IF. But it's just great to hang out with Garcia Aquatics. And I'm just waiting to see if anybody else, more people show up. Because I would like to talk about the little short video that I put out. Even though I didn't put it as a regular short, I just did it as a regular video. And whoever wants to come up, as always, Garcia drops the link. And there it is. And if anybody wants to come up, there's the link. So what you been up to, Joe Munoz, if you're still here? What you been up to? Because you've been chopping on everybody's live streaming. You're a funny guy. You're a really funny guy, Joe Munoz. You really know how to turn this up.
Let's turn this place up.
Yeah, we could try and see what happens. Up to no good, Munoz? Come on, Munoz. I know you're one really funny guy.
Oh, man.
You like chopping it up on everybody, making jokes, cranking on anybody, and you're one funny guy.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, this gentleman here, Joe Munoz. He loves to chop it up and everything go crazy. What's up, Mike B?
Might be.
You know, the link is in the chat. If you're not too busy.
Pardo.
Yes, sir.
So my natural blue Acara are doing better.
They're doing better? Awesome.
However, I think I'm gonna lose my Red Tiger motos.
Wow.
They are not responding to anything. They're not responding to salt. They're not responding to Super ICX. They're not nothing.
So they got it real bad.
It's real bad. I got their tank at 88 degrees. That's how high I've got it cranked, trying to get that shit to fall off. They're still eating. They're still doing it, but I mean, they just don't look good. Which is okay. I really didn't expect to get those fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They weren't on my list of fish that I wanted to get. But I have them. I don't want them to die. You know, at some point in time, I honestly thought about feeding them to my Jaguar. But I don't feed live fish.
Yeah, but even if you feed live, let's say if you feed them to the Jags, but the thing is that you don't know what kind of disease that they have, and then you don't want your Jags to get sick.
Absolutely. Well, I was going to feed them to them before they had ick, is what I thought about. But then I'm like, I don't feed them anything. I don't live feed, never have. What up, J Rock? Hey, J Rock, man, if you want to, you should get in this. You could do some things. We could talk about J Rock doing stuff.
Oh yeah, come on, J Rock. But I know J Rock is. You don't have nothing all set up, ready to go. But it'll be nice. And you know you're more than welcome to come on Garcia Aquatics live stream anytime, J Rock. J Rock.
I got to grab something. I'll be right back.
You always gotta grab something.
He's nuts.
Hey!
So I don't have my favorite new toy by me, and it upsets me. I love this thing.
What it says, 88?
Do what?
It says 88?
No, right now it doesn't say. It's not even reading right.
Uh-oh.
Piece of shit.
I guess you played too much with it. You done broke it.
86.2. Mrs. Happy's gone. I'm by myself. There's another live stream going on.
Yep. We got probably RRB still live. And another fish tuber. Another hobbyist. But he's doing his live stream and smoking at the same time.
We got the other guy is on a different platform I'm talking about.
Moon just says to raise it up a little more.
I got to do it slowly. I got 2 more degrees to go. By the time I'm done, it'll be close to 90. Big 5 inches right now, maybe. That's how big my Jag is. I only have 1.
And he's doing good. He's not sick at all.
No, that Jag is fantastic.
Hey Adele, how you doing?
What's up, Adele?
What's going on, baby girl?
I have been battling ick with these bastards for how long now?
On and off, probably like a month and a half.
The first bout they went through fine.
I just can't wait tomorrow.
I can't wait to get that 75, double 75 stand I built in the house.
Oh, you were streaming? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Adele.
Oh. What time is it there anyway?
I just looked at the time and I was thinking and thinking and thinking. I said, hey, let me just go live. I should have checked the calendar. Sorry, Adele. What's your biggest aquarium? Well, my biggest aquarium right now is my 150s. I got a 150 right here. I got my Oscars and my Parrot and my Gar. And then in my other 150 that is a 5-footer, I got my fructosas there. And they're about that big right now. Still waiting to get bigger. Oh, okay, though. Hey, Tyler, welcome. Hey, Munoz, oh, Jesus, this charger, this phone is not even holding the charge. It's time for me to get a new one. Hey, Munoz, that's my 6-footer right there. With my Oscars in my car. And then over there, that's where I got my my fructosas. And then in my 125, that's over there, there's a 6-footer. Right there, I keep my Fajaca buffer. Hey, George, Mexicali, if you're off, you know you're welcome.
He called me a cranky old dude. This mother. I caught myself.
There it is, George, if you're not busy.
God, those fish are beautiful. You see the ones I'm talking about? I don't know if you can see them. My threadfin Acara, dude, the camera does them no justice.
It's just a little too far, that's why.
Woo! Big girl's mad.
You're now stream ready.
I'm going to hold you to that, J-Rock.
If you don't want to show your face, that's okay. You can face the camera to what you're doing.
Man, he posted a picture.
Show it.
He posted a picture of that 3D plaque he made or woodwork he made. Man, that thing is fantastic. That thing, when it's done, is going to be fire.
I was going to go to his place when he had all the fish tanks before he started getting all the machines of being very crafty. And I didn't make it to Dallas because I was going to go see him.
Look at that. He promised he'd be on this live. What the hell am I, chop liver? Man, what are you guys doing? It can't be a lack of water.
I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Because I remember all those tanks that he had, and those beautiful fish and everything. But then one machine came in, then another machine came in, then another machine came in, and all the tanks started disappearing. But at least he said he stayed with some. That's a good thing. At least he stayed in the hobby.
Alexa, turn on fish.
Yeah, that's true. Alexa, then he go, which fish?
I got them all labeled as fish. It turns on every one but like 4 or 5 tanks. These dudes are acting funny. That's why I turned the light on. I want to see what's going on.
How funny?
Well, they keep coming to this corner, which they never do. I know that my two Severums are back there trying to breed, which they've been trying for a year now. Hasn't happened. So I don't know. I got to figure out which one of my parrots are going to be the female, and I may try to breed my flower horn with it. Did I do that to yours, J-Rock? That's funny. And Tommy, who the F is Alexa?
Oh, J-Rock, go ahead and turn off your Alexa. Unplug your Alexa for it won't happen again. Alexa, turn off fish.
Alexa, forecast.
The current weather is 65 degrees Fahrenheit with partly cloudy skies.
That's not Alexa, that's Alex.
With a low of 59 degrees.
That's Alex.
I changed it to a British female, and I couldn't understand her.
That's all that guy. So that's Alexis. That's Alex.
That's Alexandra. I did remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Man, I still am not at 500, Berto.
Don't worry, you'll get there. Come on, guys.
I'm gonna have to sell my soul.
I know. I need to turn it off around happy. Alexa, Alexa, Alexa. That's why your Alexa doesn't hear me, and I got a ruffy voice.
Man, I love the fact that my one saltwater tank doesn't have a heater in it at all, and it stays at 80 degrees.
Alexa, order last item. Order. Alexa, order last item. Ordered.
We're sorry, anal lube not found.
Hey, you fool.
That's me. Well, I am down to 2 fish. Let me rephrase that. There's 4 fish total, but I have a dwarf. Oh, what is that thing? I can't even think of what it is now. Give me a minute. I'll come back to it. It's a dwarf cichlid, a jewel cichlid.
Yeah.
A yellowtail ACI, and 2 bristlenose plecos and a 125. I think it might be overstocked. I think with that bio load, I should put like 6 or 7 FX6s on it. What do you think? That's a lot of bio load. What up, PB Aquatics?
Oh, PB. Did you solve the problem, PB? Just put a 1 for yes and 2 for no. If you solve the problem. I think I know where I'm gonna put the my bio cube.
Did you get it?
I'm picking it up tomorrow. And I'm thinking of putting it right here.
Guess where I'm going tomorrow?
I'm putting it right here. I'm putting it right here. And since I got a rack right here, I'm gonna take the legs off this light and I'm gonna put it right here. My light right here. Better.
I'm going to the danger zone tomorrow.
Oh, danger zone.
Yeah, I get to go to the warehouse in my local fish store.
Uh-oh.
That's bad. That's bad for me and my wife.
What you gonna get?
220-gallon tank.
Damn it. Damn it. And I've been thinking to call this guy and see if he still got it or he lied to me saying that he already sold it. But I feel like calling him up.
So what I'm thinking. So I have a buttload of Severals. So I know these two Oscars, I should put them by themselves in another tank. I should. Because I believe they'll be okay in a 125 by themselves. One's not going to get much bigger, and she's got a little growing to do. But a 125 for those two with an FX6 on it, it'll be fun. I'm going to take my Severums and probably put them in there. Now, the 220, however, I have an entire buttload of electric blue Acara. I mean, an entire buttload. I've got 40 in one tank over there, and I got about 70 right here.
That'll be a perfect tank for them.
I am thinking about escaping that all natural to where they would come from and slapping them in it. I think that would be a beautiful tank.
Real plants, no plastic.
No plastic.
All real plants.
I hope my plants survive in that 75 natural blue Acara tank because they have taken a lot of medication. They have taken an entire buttload of aquarium salt. Actually, I'm going to take that back. An entire ass load of rock salt, not even aquarium salt. They've taken just about every medication I have in my fish room. So I have Jungle Val, which is pretty hard. It's a pretty hardy plant. And I have some Anubias, which I think will survive. And me and Tommy already talked about this. I've got some wood for it too. So I dropped a couple of trees in my backyard almost a year ago. I'm going to start hacking branches off.
And boil them up.
Boil them up. I'm going to slap me some moss on them. I'm going to go get me some of that dwarf sage. I'm going to finish that 75 off right for those natural blues. I'm still upset about my thread fin though. I mean, because I'm dead serious, man. The camera does not do those fish justice.
I hate when there's no. It's just the way the camera is. Even though with all the adjustments that you do and all that, it never works out.
This camera right here is a HD 1080p that I'm using. Yeah. I mean, so it does a phenomenal job. But it just doesn't show these fish. These fish are just like iridescent green down the side. And they got red streamers hanging off of them, which is just wild. And the tips of their tail is like turquoise iridescent.
Sandy, just be quiet. Jesse's here.
Jesse, if you're hearing slapping and buttloads, you might be trying to get a raise at your job. That ain't coming from here.
I guess he's trying to call Diddy, but there's no Diddy here.
Oh, we'll put you in timeout, Jesse. Remember, I'm a moderator.
And he's a moderator too. Go ahead, put him on. I want to see what happens.
Uh-oh. Yeah, and I'm also live on Birdos right now.
Wow.
Say hi to Birdo.
Hi,
What up? What up?
That's Josh.
Yeah, I know. New bird, new bird, new bird.
You ain't gonna get nowhere on YouTube, man, if you don't get on YouTube. Just saying.
And you gotta drop those shorts. You keep dropping shorts.
What is a while?
Birdo, what are we thinking? 3, 4, 5 hours?
Something like that.
Something like that.
Well, he's gonna type.
Charge my phone for a little bit.
All right, see you in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
Get your tablet.
He's got to check with the girlfriend to make sure he can go on. Tyler, the ick is in the process.
It's almost on the way out, but
Almost on the way out.
But the other ones is not working for him.
The Red Tiger motos may not make it. And I really don't care.
Hold on. Cover! It's good to see you here in the chat, and welcome. And let Catfish Terry know that Garcia's here. Every time I see that old 70 lamp, I call that the old 70 lamp, not the 80s lamp. I call that the 70s lamp. My grandmother had that lamp in her apartment. My aunt had it in her apartment. My other aunt had one in her apartment. And my mom had to be special and get two of them.
Damn. Man.
That lamp right there, what I'm talking about, guys. You see that lamp right there, right between by the door and his 240, I believe that's what it is. That lamp right there. My mother had to be special and get two of them, while everybody else had just got one in their apartment.
What are we talking about?
Your lamp?
That one?
Yep.
I have 4 of them, actually.
Hey, you got 4? I call
got 2 silver and 2 brown.
I call that the 70s lamp.
Bro, I call that they were $9.95 at Walmart lamp. When me and the old lady first started out.
Hey, it's getting dusty over here. We got dust coming from Arizona right now.
How you guys doing?
I'm crabby, and you know it.
Oh, I know.
So does Birdo.
So what do you think about that spooky video?
I was like, who's the hell's tank is that?
Yeah, it was on. We were on the live stream, and Tommy was there on his live stream, and we were just streaming. And just like with the way you are right there, that's where Thomas was at. And I said, Tommy, who's that behind you? And he goes, there's nobody behind me. He goes, there's somebody in that tank looking. And when he looked, he goes, oh. And it had me scared. My hair on my back or my neck was standing up. My arm, I was getting goosebumps just looking at it. Because I experienced a ghost before in my old apartment in New York.
Yeah, I seen it and I was like, is that
Master Fiscal? Welcome.
Is that what I think? It looked like a face, but I wasn't sure if that's what you were referring to.
Yeah. It scared me.
It's a reflection, Holmes.
But
Hey,
just,
J-Rock.
just seeing that, it just reminded me of my old apartment in New York.
Oh,
Because
Wow, you had ghosts in your old apartment?
oh yeah, because me and my brother, we decided to play with the Ouija board.
Okay.
And we did not say goodbye to the Ouija board. And And no lie, George, I broke it in half. I even broke the little eye that you can see through. I broke
Mhm.
that, went downstairs, threw in the garbage can. Next day, I opened my closet, get ready to go to school. There's the Ouija board, all back together, but you can see the crack.
Uh,
It was in the closet. I was like, yo, can't get rid of this.
I don't know. I don't think I ever got into that whole Ouija board stuff growing up.
And, hey,
Again,
it's real. To me,
I used
it's
to hear
real.
stories like what you just talked about, and I was too chicken shit to give it a try. I said, "No, I'm fine. I don't need stuff scaring me in the middle of the night."
Hey, I thought that was just a lot of BS, and there was no BS. It's real. I stay away from it. And
Mm.
there was one person that bought a brand new one and goes, hey, I got an Ouija board. I goes, okay, have fun. I'll see you later. Whoop, I was gone. And never went back to his house. No, 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 no. The only reason why I say that I had that ghost in my house, no lie, was I'm sleeping in my bed. My brother's sleeping in the top bunk in my bed, and nobody was in my room at all, just my brother on the top bunk. My bed started going down, the cushion started going down, and my whole back got cold, and I couldn't even move. I got stiff. I couldn't. And when I turned around, I said, "Get away!" I didn't see him. But then a few minutes later, he's standing right by my closet, trying to light up a cigarette, and he didn't have no head. And then my mom tells me a story about in the building. There was a guy that he took his whole head off, and that
Wow.
spirit stayed in the building because he he committed suicide because his wife cheated on him, and she left with the guy.
Yeah, that's some
Hey, Jeffrey,
commitment. How the hell
he
did he manage to chop his own head off?
thinking that she probably will come back or whatever.
No, no,
But
no. How did he pull that off? I'm trying to think. That's a feat in itself. I've known people that have been decapitated because of vehicle accidents or intentionally with a sharp blade or something, but to do it yourself, that's a whole another level.
Straight guillotine, baby.
Well, yes, but who has a guillotine in their apartment?
hey, who knows?
I really don't. I'm just busting chops.
In my old building, it's the way the apartment was made. It has you go in one entrance and you can come out of my mom's master bedroom.
Hmm.
Because the way it was back then, it was just divided in two.
Hmm.
But then if the years went
Well,
by, then you could use the whole. They call that the choo choo. They call that the choo choo train room apartment.
yeah. Well, New York is so old. That's where the country started.
And then
So there's so much history, so much stuff going on. I mean, of course, all those buildings have energy trapped in them.
and then there's like 3 or 4 little houses right next to my house, and in their backyard, they had like it looked like a little storage house, like a little like a little garage. But those garages were for horses.
Hmm.
Because
So there were stables.
when yeah, the stables. Because when we always jumping around in the basement and jumping on rooftops, me and my brother and my cousin, we were just like little rascals, just going everywhere, jumping around. And when we went in one of those, and we saw how it was when they jump, this is where it probably used to kill the people. Let's get out of here. But it was horse stables.
So,
Yeah.
It was just
Hey,
scary.
Ricky.
so I bought this house that I live in, right? And originally we were just going to rip the wallpaper off, rip the carpet up, replace the wallpaper, replace the carpet, put new toilets and stuff, a new toilet in and move in. Well, the light was flickering, So I'm going to tear into the wall. So I'm tearing into the wall, and over my shoulder I hear, "Why don't you leave?" I'm looking around. I'm like,
I would have been gone. And
I'm like,
I'm not waiting for a second time to be told to leave.
I'm like, what? I kept doing it, and then I heard, "Why don't you leave now?" I said, "Why don't you fucking leave? This is my house." Haven't had a peep
Okay.
since. Dead serious. Told him to leave. Haven't had a peep since. I don't hear any creeps, any sweeps, any beeps, nothing. You just tell your dog to leave it?
No, to go to his bed.
What kind of dog you got?
A mutt. 100% street.
100% hood?
Yeah.
I don't know what he is, to be honest, because this is when I was still living in Mexicali. My wife's one of my wife's co-workers, she was always rescuing dogs, and she found this little puppy out in the corner street, just kind of wandering there. So she picked it up. But if I had to describe him, he looks like a Rhodeshire Ridgeback, but like a quarter of the size. Like a quarter of the size.
That puppy I got that was, sold to me as a Australian Shepherd mix. Dude, that's a German Shepherd all day long if I've ever seen one. He's a German Shepherd with no tail. German Shepherds, when they're puppies, they're very mouthy. They like to chew and, do everything with their mouth. This little dude's mouthy.
Well, so are terriers.
He's getting huge, though. And it's not like, it's happening quick, dude. He's probably done put on 8 or 9 pounds.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
his paws are like that. What's up, Craig's Catfish?
Craig. But just seeing that happening, and there was times that when I used to be like Cheech and Chong, just hang out. Yep, I used to be just chilling in the building, in the stairs, just chilling.
Oh, it's a good-looking dog.
I say, look at the camera.
No, I'm not looking on camera. I want you to pet me.
Yeah, that's what he wants. He'll move my hand so that I pet him. Actually, he is a good-looking dog for a street dog. I got lucky.
The mutts are the ones that are more intelligent than the purebreds.
Yeah, I'm guessing. If I had a guess, I guess he's got some sort of lab in him with, I guess, like some sort of terrier. I don't know, because he's short-bodied, but his temperament. He's great around us and the kids, but he doesn't like small dogs. He'll play with big dogs all day long. They could be twice the size of him, and he'll play with them real good. But anything that's his size or smaller, he'll want to fight for some reason. I don't know. I don't get it. He's got a short man complex.
So like I was saying, I was just chilling there, smoking my joint, and I hear like somebody coming down the stairs of the building, and I'm like this. When I look up, I go, "There's nobody coming down." And then, just where I'm sitting at, I look up, I don't see nobody, and I just hear the footsteps walking. I'm like, "Oh, somebody's in that apartment walking real hard, like horses." And then they start coming down the stairs where I was sitting at and passed right by me. I was like, "Damn, this ghost is really something." I threw out my joint and went inside my apartment. I got scared.
Bro, you ain't lived until when you were tripping on something and see something that ain't there. You ain't never had an experience until you've had that. I promise you. I swear to God, that dragon in the kitchen was real.
Nah.
I'm pretty sure that LSD told me different though.
But with all those ghosts going around in the heights where I used to live at, so many stories of that building and those abandoned houses there. No. Mm-mm.
I swear to God, I got like the Real Housewife fish in here, dude.
The Real Housewife fish.
Yeah, they got some big ass eyes and big ass lips. Geophagus jurapari. You ever seen them?
Yeah.
Look them up. They got big lips and big eyes, man. It's like the Real Housewives of L.A. up in there, or Atlanta, or some shit.
How
The
about
Real
those
Housewives of Ohio tanks.
How about those blue African sickness with white lips? The white lips.
I had some of those.
That's some ugly fish right there.
They are some ugly fish.
But a lot of people go crazy for them. I don't know why.
You know what? You know what's an ugly fish and I absolutely adore? My Oscars. I don't think they're a pretty fish.
I love them. Mine are beautiful.
I don't know. Hold on. Let me check something.
Uh-oh.
You check something. He go.
I don't see only Oscars. Yeah, they're fucking ugly.
But they have personality though, and that's why I actually like the Oscar. They're not lame and just lay there, dude. And my flower horn, holy hell, is that dude got a personality?
Well, George, since I know you like to keep small fish and stuff like that, why you don't like the Oscars?
No, I like them. I just don't like them for for me. You know what it is? I am not one to do a tank for one fish. That's why I don't like flower horns.
Yeah, I'm gonna be. You know what, man? My situation on the flower horn was different. I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him get put down. I knew he could be saved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just I like seeing different species interact, and usually when you go with the bigger fish, unless you get like a humongous aquarium, it's hard to keep multiple fish. I don't know. It's just I said, I like watching them. I mean, I enjoy. You know whose aquarium I really like watching, and it's all monster fish, is Jeremy's aquarium domain, that 44 foot long aquarium. Man, that one I go, okay, now I get the Oscars, in that big tank like that, because their interaction is totally different. He's got the peacock bass in there too. That to me makes sense.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to move my Oscars.
I know, Laurie. It's just, but it's again the same reason why people don't like they find the little small fish boring. I get that too. I mean, I understand that.
But for a flower horn, I consider it for a flower horn the only fish. But I'll put him in a 60-gallon cube, and he'll be all right with that.
Right now, my flower horn is in a 32-gallon.
Yeah,
he can live there temporarily.
You can get away with a 40 breeder. I mean, a lot of people keep them in that.
I think I'm gonna try to breed him with one of my.
What's up, Melvin? Welcome.
What up, Melvin? Hey, George.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on the beta babies.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I'm looking at them right now. I got 2 of them in there. You know what? I had set that up, and I noticed that when I put the female in there the first time to try to get them to breed, I had put her in actually in one of the cups that they come in. I just drilled some holes in it, and he did his bubble nest, but it didn't look like a really. I've seen videos of where the males, they'll do like these really sophisticated bubble nests. His looked like real dinky. It almost looked like unpopped ammonia bubbles in the aquarium.
Yeah.
It just didn't look convincing.
Job.
Yeah, and I thought, all right. So I let her loose for like 3 days, and then I noticed that his fins were the male's fins were starting to get nipped. So I said, okay, I'm gonna pull her out. And I kept inspecting the little bubble nest, and it was tiny too. It wasn't that big of a bubble nest, and I couldn't tell that if there was any eggs or anything in there. And I just I left it alone. I didn't mess with it, and then maybe about 3 or 4 days later, I didn't notice the bubble nest anymore, and I thought, oh, okay, well, he didn't put any eggs in there, and it just kind of went away because it wasn't used or whatever. And I left it at that, and I left the male in there because I said, okay, I'm gonna separate them, condition them again, and I was waiting for him to start doing a bubble nest in there before I reintroduced her. And he wasn't doing anything, nothing. And then I had the finally I had the angelfish lay eggs on the PVC pipe again instead of the glass. So I said, oh, I'm gonna pull these and I'm gonna hatch them out. And I was gonna do the same thing with the ones that are back here. I was gonna put them in that 5-gallon aquarium, lower the water down, grow them out, and as they grow out, just keep adding more water. And when I was setting that up, I noticed the 2 little fry in there, and I was like, what the hell? So it means that there was probably more in there, and they're pretty good sized fry. I mean, I can visually see them from here. That he probably ate most of them, and those 2 guys were just managed to hide out, enough to that they didn't get eaten.
I have never. I should have bred a couple of them. I should have bred with my my female blueberry because she was a stud. I mean, that fish was absolutely an amazing fish. And dude, she was like 3.5 years old when she died. That's a long time.
Yeah.
As sad as this sounds, even though she is gone, she is in a plastic Ziploc bag inside of a cup in my freezer, and I need to bury her in the backyard in the pet cemetery. It was cold when she died.
Put her in your substrate under some plants. It'll be fertilizer. And they should be part of the aquarium.
I've never thought about that.
Especially with your tanks. They're so big, you're not going to get an ammonia spike on that.
But the ones that have plants in them are smaller tanks.
I did it with a 20 long when I would lose guppies. I deep bury, but I have pretty deep substrate on the small tanks, like the one right there that I'm seeing with the Severums, or what is it, Oscars? Yeah, you could bury it in there, but it's all plastic, huh?
It's all plastic, nothing real. I can't put anything real in there, and I've had this argument with people.
Yes, you could.
I guarantee
but it's not going to work out in the long run.
It'll all be floating at the top tomorrow morning. You see this plant right here in the corner? It was in the back. It's now in the front. Are you drinking a Pepsi?
Yeah. They didn't have no Coke, so when I got my food, this is all they had.
Welcome to the dark side.
Traitor. Well, guys, hey, I just wanted to come up real quick. I'm going to jump off because I actually have to do I got to get ready for a live stream that I'm doing, but it's going to be in Spanish. So,
yeah, I know. I jumped on the one last night and said hi to you, but you, I don't think you've seen it.
Yeah, I saw you.
I probably deuced out by then. Was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah. No, I seen it. I just hadn't done anything in Spanish. The next English one will be the one where you're on Monday. So, for those,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry, everybody. I went to get food. I asked for a Coke, and they did not have Coke. The only thing they had Pepsi, and I was having spicy food. So
hey, my question is: when you're on a live stream and you're doing it in Spanish, is there a way to subtitle it in English?
You know what? I've been asked the same thing, and I don't. You know what? I think it's going to come around, especially with as quick as AI is advancing. They have to do it because it makes it easier. Also, if you're trying to interview somebody that doesn't speak your language, it's gonna happen. I think in about a couple of years, that's just gonna be automatic. You're gonna be able to talk to anybody, any part of the world, and it'll automatically I'm drinking from the jar. Yeah, it's a mason jar. It's got some happy juice in it. And it's gonna automatically do it where you and I could be talking 2 different languages, and we'll be able to interact, and it'll just be part of the software where it'll just kind of, subtitle it for me. And
I know enough Spanish to get me in trouble.
Yeah.
I know enough to get my teeth knocked out by a Puerto Rican lady. That's all I can say. Hey, Discus North, welcome.
How's it going, buddy?
Good evening.
What's going on, Sean?
There we go. Hopefully that
Man, I
works
swear to
better.
God, somebody just came down my stairs.
Yeah, that's what happens when you start talking about that shit.
I am the only one home.
It's like the face that's in the aquarium behind Berto right now.
Uh-oh, somebody's interested in my extra tanks I got. We'll have to talk.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna dip out. I'll catch you guys later. I gotta get ready for the Spanish stream.
All righty, man. You have yourself a great evening. I will. We'll talk before Monday, George.
You got it, man. Take care.
All right.
All right,
You too.
Boo.
Oh, he's still there. That be gone. Caprese. If you have a Instagram, it's happy_place_aquatics. If not, you can also email me at happyplaceaquatics1@gmail. Or Happy Place Aquatics on Facebook. Also depends on what you're looking for.
You're here. You're here.
They're coming to take me away. Ha ha.
How's your fishies doing, Jim?
My natural blue cars are doing great. I had one that was near death, to be honest with you. He was laying on the floor or on the substrate yesterday.
But you
I
saved
threw. Let's see. I know they say it's like, I don't know, like a tablespoon per gallon of water of salt. So I put, I don't know, 150 gallons worth maybe in there.
Jeez, I just hit them hard, but it works.
And then I started dosing it with Super Icex, which I really didn't want to use. I'm not the guy to go to jump to chemicals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I slapped a heater in it, and I got that puppy at like 80, almost 87 degrees.
There you go. And they're turning around. Everything should be dropped. But how long does it take them to drop the docks? It's what, 2 days?
They're starting to now.
Yeah, okay.
So I know not tomorrow. Sunday I'm gonna have to do it says a 25%, but I think I'm gonna do a little more than that because I got way too much salt in there.
And gravel vac the whole thing out, like the whole 25%, just continuously gravel vac, like you got OCD.
I think I'm gonna do a 50% on that. I really do.
Yeah. I did my big gravel vac today, and because they're all the little dormant guys are going to be in the gravel. So if you do like really thorough gravel vac, you'll reduce their numbers for sure.
What did happen? Call them a soul blue. They're natural blue Acara. That is their name, Sub. You have the natural blue, you have the yellow banded Acara, which I have looked up, and they are more wild caught than captive bred. And then you also have the electric blue variant, which are almost man-made, which makes kind of sense because of the electric blue coloring or the electric blue variation of them. It's like the Jack Dempsey and the electric blue Jack Dempsey. I don't know how they made it, but they made it.
They're gene splicing a lot of fish now. Maybe they did it that way. They're putting like, those glowfish. They put stuff from jellyfish in them and make them have different colors. Jellyfish genes.
Yeah. To the funny farm. Oh, you know what? I thoroughly enjoy. I enjoy South American cichlids, I think, more than I do Africans. And I really got into Africans when I first started. I mean, like I had probably 65 of them in a 125 at one point in time. And right now I probably got about another 100 between two tanks. And I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to move them over to the 125 or do I want to put my Oscars into 125. I'd like to take these two Oscars out of my 240 and put them in a different tank because I'm seeing a little bit of aggression towards the other fish. And to be honest, I've had the other fish longer, and if one of these Severums come up dead, I'll probably smack that Oscar on the head through the tank.
Yeah.
He's starting to become a real dick.
They're only going to get bigger, so that means it'll get worse, right?
I remember that, Adele. That was too funny.
What is Mexican? What is blue in Mexican?
I wouldn't know.
Because I'm thinking about this tank, and you know what? There's 4 fish I have in here that are going to get massive. And everybody tells me that I'm wrong, but everything that I have read and looked at on Giripari, Geophagus, they get a foot long.
It's pretty big. Yeah.
Have you seen those? The glow angels?
Never seen them.
They just want to put mostly all the fish that's in the hobby. They want to put them into that glow mode.
Oh yeah, they're doing it to everything. What I've seen: zebra Daniels, skirted tetra. I don't even know what the other ones were, but they were really cool. I've seen about 6. Yeah, I've seen the angelfish. I've probably seen 5 or 6 of them.
You know what I'm thinking though? So hear me out. I moved these 2 Oscars into the 125. The rest of these fish are peaceful. I mean, legit. The rest of them are peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
I have about 55 Serpe tetras I'd like to throw in there. That way I have a school of big fish, you know what I mean? Or little fish across the top.
Yeah,
I've already got plecos in the bottom. I've got my Juriparis. I've got my one redhead Tapaho.
Got they all want to stay in the middle.
Yeah, they all stay like middle. My Oscars go high. For some reason, this Geo keeps going high. I don't know what maybe he's on something. He's on that wacky fish weed.
He's hopeful for food.
Yeah, they're supposed to get fed tonight, but I don't think I'm going to. I've changed my. I used to only feed fast my fish on Sundays, and I've noticed that my tanks are actually a lot healthier now that I went to Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, and Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, I don't feed them.
I can't do that until my fish exceed 15 months old, and that's 5 months away from my oldest fish. So I've got a while before I can cut back on feedings, or else I'll stunt them. That's just the way they are. I feed them like 4 to 6 times a day for 15 months. That's what you got to do, like when you raise them up from fry. And if you don't, then you get 4-inch 2-year-old discus. And no, I don't want that.
I feed my my electric blue Acara fry. I feed those things 3 times a day.
Yeah.
They say every 2 hours. If I feed them every 2 hours, I'm going to be gravel vac in the tank every 10.
I do a lot of cleaning. I'm not going to lie. Like it's, like I said, I OCD, but gravel vac because I'm using beef heart and bloodworms and all kinds of pellets and flakes. So, and they poop like mad. So yeah, but I got mad filtration running. I can be lazy for 3 days with my tank. And then I could probably do it for a week, but 3 days, then I start feeling guilty because they're okay for 3 days. And
I could probably not water change this 240 for let's say probably 3 months.
Yeah, well, that'd be nice. When they're older, I'll be able to manage it that way, but I can't do it.
What's up, Berto?
Craig, I know what he's trying to say. I know the way they're doing it to the hobby, bringing those glowfish, wrapping all these fishes and turning them into glowfish, just to bring new people to the hobby. But I don't like that. Not that way. They shouldn't bring the. They shouldn't bring those fishes at all. That glowfish has got to be out of the hobby.
I read something about they're already out in the wild, so people letting them go.
Oh Jesus!
The skirted tetra variety, and those things are very invasive naturally, so it'll be interesting. We'll have glowfish, skirted tetra, and all the wherever they reign.
Animal Instinct. Are you talking about frozen food, or are you talking like what size fry are we talking here? So I actually have a little bit of experience in feeding fry.
Oh, they got the baby brine shrimp too.
They got baby brine shrimp, but Northfin makes a ridiculous fry starter food.
Yeah.
That, I mean, dude, I've got electric blue Acaro's fries that are just, they're packing on size off this shit.
Like my other 125, since I got the black neons, the red eye tetras, and so many little rainbows. I just been giving them baby brine shrimp. I give that to all of them, and they go crazy for that. Then after they eat that, then I'll throw a little bit of the flakes on top.
So
Just go everywhere.
here's my
All right,
thing. If you
ball, aqua balls, welcome.
Here's my thing, Animal Instinct. If you have a quality flake food, this is gonna sound stupid. But you can take a quality flake food and just keep crushing it up in your hand and then put your fingers in the water and release it under the water and it'll get to the fry. It'll be small enough for them to eat. I've done it with, different fry when I didn't have fry food.
And they sell little mini bloodworms if your fry are big enough. They'll go for those too.
Bro, I took a whole entire thing of flu hall bug bites. I put it in a spice grinder and I ground it to it was dust.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked.
Yeah, I did that with some Northfin huge pellets that was made for cichlids. And I was doing that with my discus when they were young. I put it in the blender and I turned it into dust. And then when you pick up the dust and you pinch it in your fingers, and then you put it under the water and you crush it, it would like stick together. And then I would drop it onto an area of black sand so they could see it.
Yep.
And when it hit the bottom, it would disperse, so it would make it down without clouding up my water, which was great. And then they would just eat off that pile, and it worked really well.
My two of my tanks right now are on micro pellets that have fry that I'm growing out in, and the other one are still on the Northfin starter. I probably got like another 2 weeks before I can move them up to the micro pellets. But there's a lot of electric blue Acara in that tank.
That's awesome. What are they worth each?
You know what? It depends. I've seen some of them going for, $13 to $14, and I've seen some go as high as $30.
Nice. So it's a good chunk of change. I got to get me some of those. They sell that high. Jesus Christ. I want to do something with my 65, and I just can't decide. So I got to go to the fish store and have a gander.
Like I told Berto, I'm going to the fish store tomorrow. And actually, I'm going to the warehouse. I got to pick up a 220-gallon tank.
Nice.
And that's always bad when I go to the warehouse. New Burn, I'm not sending you any of my electric blue Acara. I told you I'm keeping those ones.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep the first batch.
Have a big old school of them.
If I get that 220, man, that thing is gonna be it's gonna be the electric blue Acara tank.
That'll be awesome.
since like you said, you're going to that warehouse. Remember, I'm still waiting for the response about the frontosis you were talking about.
He still got them there. They're not even at the warehouse. They're at the store. For some reason, nobody wants to buy them. I'll probably end up with them.
Nice. Free tanks?
No, I'll end up with the frontosa. So I'm friends with the local fish store owner here.
I'm
And if
waiting
this
for the
dude
video.
can't sell them, I end up with them.
It's a good deal.
Like like all my Serpe tetras he got in. I actually didn't order those. He did. He ordered them for the store, and he didn't like the size, and he just said, "Here, take the whole bag." I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
you just gave me probably, I don't know, $150 worth of fish.
But it was a problem for him, so, and he'd rather not them kill them, so it makes sense.
And I've got them in a 20-gallon tank right now, and they're packing on some size. And no, Josh, I am not rude. You're being rude, sir, and or madam.
And be careful, Josh. He'll put you on timeout.
I can do that. I'm not that kind of guy. Josh knows I'm busting his chops. What I really want to do is I really want to go get me some more of those thread Finicara, and I probably will tomorrow.
What happened, George? You lost your black widows?
Uno momento, por favor. My dogs are actually going nuts. There's somebody here.
Are ours from South America or are they Africans?
What, the Akara or South American?
Awesome. So they like it warm as well?
You know what, man? My 125 that has my breeding pair in it, I keep it at about 80 degrees. They do fine.
That's good.
The natural blues, I haven't got them to do anything but have ick. So I'll have to get back to you on that one because right now they're sitting at, like I said, about 87 degrees.
Yeah. Well, that's where I keep my discus, and South America's warm.
However, I just put a whole bunch of chemicals in this tank, man. I ain't worried about it. The dog stopped barking. But my RTCs are actually out swimming around.
Oh, yeah? Those were
the Red Tiger Motos.
Okay.
They were kind of hiding. Now they're out. I guarantee you that has to itch. I'm still gonna go see who was at my house though.
That's so strange that they were fighting because the way when I picked up my frontosas, I picked them up from the fish farm, and then I picked up the other ones from my local fish store, and another one from another local fish store, and they all survived. They all there chilling still, and the ones I got from Vine Aquatics, and they're all there. I still got my frontosas. And they're growing together. But they killed my rhino pleco. They killed two of my common plecos. And all that I got in there is just black widow, red frontosa, and the black frontosas, the Brundis. Oh yeah, that will do it. If they're bigger, if the other ones are bigger than those, they will kill them.
Africans, eh? Yeah. They're always aggressive.
Yeah. No, like the frontosas, yeah, they're part of they're part of the African cichlids because they're from Lake Tanganyika.
I kept a mixed tank of African cichlids when I was young, and I liked it. It was fun, and they breed nice and easy too. But yeah, I don't know. This time I was like, I had to do the fish I hadn't done, so that's what I'm after. But the 65 is going to be something. Gonna have to go see what Big Al's has in stock.
I got two two of them that is just a little bigger, but they've been all together with no problem. Just give me a sec.
Is Animal Instinct still in here?
I guess he was.
I want to know what kind of fry he has. I know he said they were free swimming.
Probably feeding them.
I am the two fish that got me into the hobby is the electric blue Acara and the Oscar.
I'm definitely going to look for Acaras now because they sound interesting, and I've never had those.
I
called around for Arus. No one has them up here. I don't know. There's not many spots in my city though, so I got to take what they got. I had to drive out of town to find a lot of my discus.
What's up, first class fish? How's that snail collecting going? You're supposed to be collecting some snails for me for my puffer fish. I lost contact with him for a minute. Oh. Yeah, the electric blue Acara is a good fish. Another one is man, I think you would probably do great with them. You should get Walroo, dude. If you can keep discus alive, you can raise Walroo.
I've looked for them, but no one's stocking them. I don't know where I guess I could try and order them in. I've never tried to order fish in the mail, though. It scares me a little bit. But that might be a way to get them. But yeah, I've been trying to find them since you mentioned them. But everyone's like, what? Like, they don't even know what they are. It's weird. All around.
You gotta. They might label them up there as a triangle cichlid.
A triangle? Maybe I'll try asking around for that.
Because they have a couple of different names down here. They're even the king of DIY calls them Walroo. And Ampacanthoids. There's a few different variations of them. They also have Panda Walroo, which are pretty cool. But I like just the standard Walroo. I have my local fish store has some, but I don't think. I mean, he'll ship them, but I don't know if he can ship them internationally.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's probably a pain in the butt to get stuff. I think I have to go through customs crap, and yeah, I definitely have to find someone on the side of the border just to make it easy.
And they are so finicky. They are very susceptible to ick.
So, and they're South American?
Yeah, they're called the poor man's discus.
Yeah, I'd run them high too then. If they're an ick, because discus are definitely the same deal. If it gets in, it's a nightmare. It'll blow right the fuck up, and I'm afraid of that. So I just run 86, 87, no problems.
I've got mine in a 20-gallon right now. It has just temporary. Honestly, they're in there with guppies. I know that sounds terrible, but they're not messing with the guppies. But they're at 85, 86 degrees.
Yep.
That tank I have a heater in.
It's amazing how much they'll put up with. You just got to, they adapt. And
my African cichlid tank over there's got a heater that decides it just puts the temperature at whatever it wants. One day that tank will be, 85. The next day that tank will be, 76. The next day it'll be almost 90.
That's scary.
I have a heater in that tank that has bipolar disorder.
First class fish, welcome.
We got to get you one of those external heater controllers.
Yes, an ink bird.
Yeah, I see them go on special for like 30 Canadian. You can probably get them for like $20 US.
You know what, man? At this point, I am getting ready to just let the I'm gonna get another one of those heaters and just let this room go as heat by itself.
Yeah, you got too many of them.
I've got too many tanks to actually heat individually.
Yeah, it turns into a problem. Then it's a hydro bill like mad.
Oh man, my electric bill. It's something. It's something special. Let me tell you.
I have no choice because like
Boots and cats,
probably
for coming.
8 months out of my year it's cold. So
I'm in Ohio, brother. We have 2 seasons: winter and road construction.
okay. My house is also old and cold, so it's all. I don't have no R2000 home. I got like this 110-year-old house, so it's big old furnace in the works. So yeah, no, I got to run the heaters. I wish I could get away with not running them. That'd be great, but there's a little expense there. It's not too bad though.
I was lucky enough that when I bought my house, 10 years ago,
Yeah,
I bought this house 10 years ago. It was small and ended up tearing this place. I mean, I kept 3 of the 4 walls and added more house to it. And I insulated the ever living crap out of this thing.
Hellfish, welcome.
I even
Everybody that's
insulated
coming
my
here,
garage.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for
Yeah,
showing support. And yes, guys, those are my little frantosas that I've been having for 2 or 3 years. I'm waiting for
okay.
them to get bigger.
So they don't get all that big then.
They do.
Oh, they get huge.
Oh, that's a 240. Okay, sorry.
No,
Perspective.
this is a 150,
Okay.
and that's the camera on my phone. Look how it's flashing.
I use nuclear fission to heat my tanks. I'm going to set my house on fire. That ought to heat them up.
I made foam lids for that's going to be my strategy. I'm just going to make foam lids for everything, and it kind of keeps the heat in because the little thin glass lids, they just let the heat right out, and the money's just escaping. So I made a foam lid for my discus tank, and my heaters actually didn't really turn on very much. So it helped. Before that, my heaters were on all the time. They just didn't shut off.
I use polycarbonate double wall greenhouse panels for lids.
Yeah. No, I used like the stuff that they put in between the walls when you build a house.
Yeah.
And I made and then I covered it up with wood stickers so it looks like a proper aquarium lid. And then I just parked it on top and it traps the heat. And it worked really, really well. My heaters were turning on and off like it was summertime instead of like when it's wintertime. So I think it saved me money. And I just made it out of some extra leftover insulation that was laying around. So it didn't even cost me much. It cost me what the Mylar cost to do it.
I can buy the sheet of double wall greenhouse panel. I think it's an 8-foot by 4-foot sheet. It's like $55.
Mm-hmm.
And I made all the lids for that. All the lids for this. There's 275 or there's 175 down here. Made lids for another 75 over there. 1, 2, 3, 4 20-gallon tanks, and I have enough left for a 10-gallon.
It's a good deal.
Hell yeah, I get a lot of lids for a small amount of money.
I definitely have to do that for the 75 I got. It needs like glass panel on top for the lights. The other ones I have sheet glass, but I don't think the sheet glass is a good insulator. I should probably switch it up with that.
So this is the right here. It's got the double wall greenhouse panel on. Look how bright it is.
Yeah, the light's getting through. Really
nice.
It
gets right through.
I might switch to that because
it's worth it.
Yeah.
So Berto,
I'm gonna buy one. I might just do that next week.
Absolutely do it. You want to make those fish grow
I'm trying.
a little faster?
Light helps.
I can tell you how to do it.
What?
Got to feed them some spinach.
Yeah.
Turn them into Popeye. No,
Oh, there we go.
I got the local fish store owner has a 125, and he's got frontosa in it. You seen this? I put the short out. I asked him how he got his that big because his are not that. I think his are about 2.5 years old. And you know what he told me? He said I did a 80% water change every 2 weeks.
Huh.
I'm like, really? Yeah. I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
And this is that's a 150 5-footer.
Yeah.
It's a nice tank. It's deep too, huh?
And it's it's got to be taller than it is long.
Like front to back, it's deep.
It's 24 deep, 24 wide, and 30 high.
Very nice. So very cube-like, almost.
And there used to be a saltwater tank, and I got that tank for free.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I try at least get the glass box free and buy the equipment. That's my strategy. It's working so far. Does that one have holes drilled in it? No.
What?
Do what?
It was a reef tank. Does it have the holes drilled in it?
Yeah, there's 2 holes on the left and 2 holes on the right.
Nice.
And there's holes in the back.
Yeah, I like to get them like that too. That's the 75 that I still haven't set up yet has just 2 holes, one on each side, but that's good enough for me.
And those rocks used to be white, but I guess the hydrolite it made it have a lot of algae buildup on it.
Oh,
And sooner or later, I think I'm gonna take out all those rocks and hose it down real good.
do you have a sump on that one?
No, this is all fresh water.
Yeah, I know. I have a sump on mine. It's fresh water too. I just use it for like biomedia. It's full of pot scrubbies. And I think because I'm getting algae that looks like yours, I'm gonna put a light in there and stick a bunch of fast growing plants to outcompete the algae. That's another thing I'm doing next week.
And these fructoses been with me for like 2-3 years. At least 2-3 years. And they should have got bigger than that.
I'm telling you, if you do some big water changes and power feed them, dude, they'll get big quick.
Yeah, it's the fresh water and then the food right after the water change or right before the water change is better.
Yep.
And then they like grow faster in the fresh water. I don't know why. That's how it works with the discus too. My discus probably grow faster if I change my water like every single day. But I'm not. I just think that's a waste. It's a waste of
why
effort.
my Oscars are so big.
You do your water every day?
Yeah, well, not every day. It was in that 240. Hell no, it was like every 2 weeks.
Okay.
But the one Oscar was originally in my 125 South American tank, and I was doing that thing every Wednesday and every Sunday.
Yeah,
and
that's how I'm working with my 90. So at least twice a week, every 3 days, and then once a week, gravel vac, clean all my filters, and that's how I do it.
Yeah,
and I think I get decent growth, so I'm happy. My fish get 10-inch, I'll be happy. I don't think I'm going to get one of them. I think I'll hit 12 inches because she's growing like just a bad weed, but not all of them.
I guess I'm going to have to take those rocks out, clean them up, leave them, let it the air dry it, and
you know what?
Put it back in and do a water change on it.
You know what I do? Yep. I would take just one out at a time. Don't do them all at the same time. One a day for like the next week because it looks like you got maybe 7 segments there. Take a white 5-gallon bucket, and my tap water comes out boiling hot. So I don't know if you got that going on, but mine comes out boiling hot, and then I just drop whatever it is in there, and the hot water will boil the algae dead. I don't try and scrub it off. You just put it back in. The fish will eat it, and then it'll fall off, and the rock will be clean in about 3 days, and then you move on to the next one the next day, so that you don't destroy. You do them all at the same time, your cycle's gonna burst. But if you do them one at a time and you spread it out, you'll be okay.
Can I
Hey, Laura, how you doing?
Can I make a suggestion? I kind of like the way those rocks look, the way they are. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. It kind of makes it look less saltwater and more freshwater to me.
And that algae's helping you. It's
That
actually
algae is helping you.
Yeah. Like taking it away will
crash the cycle.
Yeah.
I would just straight do a big ass water change. Power feed them before it, water change. You'll see what happens. You'll start packing on size.
All right, how about this? Not the ones that look like corals. How about those three big rocks right there on the left side? Take those out and put more coral rocks in it.
You can do it that way if you want to. I think I'd take those rocks and put them in another tank so you don't lose that bacteria. Legit, that bacteria is going to help you. Why do you think you don't have a lot of bacteria or a lot of algae on the back glass?
It's all on the rock.
It's all on the rocks.
And the only algae that I've seen that in that tank is the sides. The side of the flash. That's the only thing.
And
but
that magnet floaty will take care of that.
You got a light on your sump underneath?
No, I don't have no sump. I have a canister.
Okay.
So I was saying like this 240, like about me not doing water changes on it for a while. This thing is way over filtrated. This thing's got 4 canister filters on it.
Yeah, I love over filtering. I do the same thing. I got too much. I counted up my flow. Yours is probably killing me with 4 canister filters, but it's also a huge tank, right? But on a 90 gallon, I have 1,820 gallons per hour of flow in my tank.
Well, I have an FX6 on it. I have a Marine Land 360 that they technically say flows 300 gallons an hour. I don't believe that. I think it's a lot less actually. Mm-hmm. And I have the 2 Aquatop FZ6s on it. And I have 2 wave makers in the top, one on each side. Everything's pointing towards the middle where the
Lord Taylor, thank you for
where the intakes are.
Yep.
And I mean, this thing is,
it's just whirling, huh? That's good though.
You know the thing that amazes me? This tank was always clear. It wasn't, hazy or anything. It was always clear. I put that FX6 on it and it became like glass.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I can go in there and screw around with that substrate right now, make it cloudy as shit, and it'll be crystal clear in an hour.
Yeah, that's perfect. It's perfect. That's the way. If you're seeing any cloud, you got to pick up your game, and that's perfect.
But the one that is killing me right now, and I can't do anything about it, is this 15-gallon electric blue Acara tank right now. The little fry crow out tank. This tank is dirty as hell. It's bothering me because I can't gravel vac the bottom of it because all the damn fries stay at the bottom.
Yeah. That's. I don't even know. Can't even think of a strategy for that.
I am doing. So I have I went and bought a set of women's pantyhose. I put it over the end of my Python. And I do 80% water changes on this twice a week.
At some point, you'll be able to catch them, right? You maybe scoop them all out for a good clean and put them back.
When I catch them, I'm going to move them.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to move them into the other grow out tank. I'd like to leave them in that one, but it's just that thing gets dirty quick.
There you go, another grow up tank. Maybe you need a second 15-gallon, and then you just send them back and forth.
It's a real funny story about that 15-gallon. Me and my wife were driving down the road, And all of a sudden, it's sitting on the side of the road. I said, hey, go back and get that. That's a fish tank. She's like, no. I said, turn around and go get that damn thing. So we turned around and got it. I brought it home. There's nothing wrong with it. It held water. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be proactive. I'm going to cut it out, reseal it. Cut it out, reseal it. And I had it sitting over here for like, I don't know, 6 or 8 months. She's like, see, that's why I didn't want you to get the tank. I said, I'll use it. Don't worry about it. When are you going to use the damn thing? I said, right now.
There it is, babies.
And here we go.
Or 15 gallons, a great quarantine tank too. So if you don't have babies, it's a good size for medicating.
I am going to try, and you know this is going to be a bad idea for me, Garcia, but I am going to try this 20-gallon long again.
There you go. Get back in action.
Man, everything that I have put in this tank has died.
It's car and gar. Gar.
When I'm gonna wait to when Black Friday comes around, and I'm gonna buy more canisters.
Why it's gotta be Black Friday, Doug?
That's when the real sales go through.
Come on, man. They have a Black Friday after Easter. They have a Black Friday after, the Memorial Day. We got Black Friday sales after Friday.
They got Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. I can't believe it's not Butter Tuesday.
Yeah.
Salad Spinner Wednesday.
I'm gonna put for this one right here. I'm gonna put a 407 in the guppies. I'm gonna put a 407 on this one. I got an FX4 on that 150 right here, so I'm gonna put an FX6 on that one, and I'm gonna put an FX6 on the other 150 and the other 125. I got an FX4 on there. I'm gonna put an FX60.
There you go. That's a lot of effort. Yeah, he needs a sale. He needs a sale. That's going to be a big draw.
I need at least 3 FX6 and a 407.
I'm thinking about putting 2 more FX6s on this 240.
Wait a minute, you're at 4, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to move the other 2 littler ones.
Okay, and then put the bigger ones. Yeah.
The other 3 littler ones. And put 3 FX6s on that 240.
Yeah, man.
I think that thing will be even clearer than that.
Your gravel
it might even be transparent by the time then.
Nothing will hit your gravel. That's what you want.
I got an FX6 in my goldfish pond, dude, and that thing is crystal clear.
Cichlids love flow. They don't want a quiet tank. They want to fight. They want to fight a river, and you get nice big muscles out of them.
Man, I like those wave makers that are like this long that sit on the side of the tank. They make a fucking river in a tank. They make a raging river. Excuse my French. I apologize.
Nope, that's fine.
I got to apologize to the host.
I don't have wave makers, but those little UV things, they really spit it out hard. Like the fish swims by it, you see them get pushed sideways.
All I can see is him just dropping the F-bomb, but I can't hear him.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to. I don't want to upset.
Oh, that's why I was looking at YouTube. My bad.
That's sad. That's okay.
We have to get you one of those one of them buttons.
I'm sorry. I know you're a grown man. I'm sorry.
I'm a grown ass man.
I just stepped to the camp for a minute.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I want to get some more canisters for these things.
So what'd you think about that stand, Berto?
I love that tent. I love that stand.
That thing's gonna be pretty badass when I get it set up.
And there's one thing that I want to do, but everybody says, the King of DIY has that. Why are you doing that? The fake leaves on the walls.
Who cares? If you like it, do it.
Because I want to put it where the Fontosa is. Where not, I'm still debating what color to paint my living room.
I would go with purple.
No Barney, no Barney here. No Barney here.
You know what, man? I
neutral.
Go with something neutral. All my whole house is neutral.
And most of all my stuff that's here in the living room is beige and wood and black.
Let me take that back. My whole house isn't neutral. My bathroom is Home Depot sign orange.
The bucket color?
That'll wake you up in the morning. Huh?
The bucket color?
Yes, that'll wake you up in the morning. I promise you.
So that means as soon as you walk in that bathroom, you be like, I'm in the bucket, the Home Depot bucket.
You flip the light on, and it's like, man, did I just walk into a Home Depot apron?
Oh, bro. That ain't cool.
My bathroom is sky blue.
What's up, Alex Carnelli?
Alex Carnelli.
You know what? I tried the Garcia just as an experiment. It's cheap, saves money. Buy 2 of those little sun units you see in my tank. You probably get them for like $30-$40 each in the States, and just put them in one of the tanks that you want to add an FX6 to, one in each corner, and just let them run for like 2 weeks, and watch what happens. And you only got to clean them, like you got to take them apart and clean them once every like week and a half. If your tank, is like mine with heavy feeding and stuff like that. If it's not, you could probably wait longer. But they get a bad rap, but they work really good and they're cheap. So you might be pleasantly surprised and not have to spend crazy money on FX6s.
No, but when they go on sale, on Black Friday sale, they go half price. I paid $150 for it.
For an FX6?
Yep, when they go on Black Friday.
I might buy one if they're that cheap. I keep seeing them up here. Well, that's US though, so $150 US probably translates to like $350 for me.
Because they
Alexa, what's $150 American to Canadian?
The current exchange rate for $1 US is 201.134068 Canadian dollars.
Wow, that didn't fucking help me at all. You're a useless bitch.
What did it say? 201? That can't be that good.
That is not accurate at all.
Our dollar's quickly turning into the peso.
Bro, my dollar worth shit in Mexico.
Is that
Alex Cardinelli? I got a question about this Oscar jumping out. Do you have a lid on the tank? Oscars are jumpers.
That's a little bit up right now. Actually, we're at 73 cents.
What was 150 American to Canadian?
What's 150 American and Canadian dollars?
Is that Petco and PetSmart? They go ahead.
Yeah, we're at 205.21 for that. That's better than I thought. But I don't know. When I see it on Amazon, it's like we get double the price all the time.
Amazon sells that stupid price. I get them all day, brand new from my my local fish store. I won't say.
Alex, I bet you don't have nothing on top of that egg crate, and you don't have enough weight on it.
Yeah, I tried a canister that was made by Top Fin, I think, through PetSmart. Garbage. Turned me off. But an FX6 would be a whole different experience.
Man, I got a Sunsun. I got a Sunsun with the built-in UV light. I mean, that thing puts in work.
Yeah, it keeps going. How long you had it running?
It's been on my goldfish pond for, let's see, I had it outside originally on my outside goldfish pond. This thing been running for over 1.5 years.
Okay, that's acceptable. I saw that they're not too bad either. They're pretty cheap.
It does work. I mean, it puts in work.
And not only just going back to Alex, even though like he said his albino jumped out, the thing is that all the other kind of fishes that he has in there all mixed, and probably one of them spooked spooked the Oscar and made him jump out.
Fast moving fish, maybe. Oh, it died.
Hey, Berto, can you drop the link?
No, I'll send you the bill.
Hey, how y'all seen that I think it's like a Oasis canister filter or something with the built-in heater?
Yeah.
That mug pretty dope.
I was gonna go to a show tomorrow, but it's like 2-3 hours away from me. But I don't trust my car. And it's gonna be for the with Oasis. And they have an aquascape
Yeah.
That's
channel.
with an FX6 and a Sun.
Huh?
But yeah, look at it move, huh? It's good flow. The entire top of that water is moving.
There's a lot of movement in this water.
Yeah, those are happy fish right there. You can see right through that.
And those are real plants with goldfish.
Yeah, they got so much room, they don't care about the plants.
Nope. Oh, here's the one that'll trip everybody out, though. See all the tetras and platies, and then that guy. I had no choice. He was getting beat up.
Well, you know, I don't see any corpses, so
Nope.
you're doing good.
Doesn't bother him. She is very peaceful. All right, I'm out of here. I'll be back in a second.
Ask Carnelli, what fishes do you still have in that tank? And that's a 125, right, Alex? I'm so used to with the FX, but I understand what you're saying, Sean. Sometimes I'd rather pay for what I'm gonna get. Yeah, I just use it. But thanks for the advice, though.
No, you're getting great prices. I'm thinking like those things are like $600 normally, and you're getting $150. Like that's fine.
It's that these Petco's and PetSmarts, when it comes getting close to the Black Friday, they order so much to keep in stock, and then when the Black Friday sale is done, and hardly nobody didn't buy it, and they stuck with it, and to get rid of it, to clear up their back room, they put it in the clearance section. And that's when Garcia walks around. Oh, there goes the FX right here. Yeah. Oh, let me go check in the let me take in the clearance rack. Oh, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. You're coming with me.
We don't have those stores up here. The closest thing we have to that's PetSmart, and they don't overstock jack shit.
All right, Berto, I gotta say something. I'm sorry. Why is the Lutino Oscar a phony albino? I know you said laugh out loud, but that is honestly just as pretty as the albino. It actually has a little more character than the albino. The albino, everybody just loves them.
An Oscar is an Oscar, and I don't care what kind of Oscar. An Oscar is an Oscar, and I love the Oscars. And the way I got mine, as you can see mine right there. Hold on.
I got an albino over my shoulder, and I got a Lutino over the other shoulder. I think my Lutino is prettier than my albino.
Those are some big fish.
Stop
It's a
yawning,
mix,
Daisy.
Alex. It's a mix.
So y'all was saying earlier, if you do like more water changes, your smaller fish will grow faster.
Yeah.
Yes. Power feed and water changes. And that's
Do that?
Bring your
Do they
temperature
not
up.
shorten their lifespan though?
no,
No.
not in my
Like
experience. No.
Well, it
Okay,
depends on the
okay.
fish, I guess. If it's a kind of fish that lives like 5 to 15 years, it's not a big deal. If you do it through
Yeah.
their growth, through their initial growth state, and then stop, like I'll probably bump it down to 85 when they're 15 months old. But
She's
yeah,
full grown. She ain't going to get any bigger. And
you
I
turn up,
power fed her.
you turn up your temperature, you feed them more, and you clean the water a lot, so they'll grow faster.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Like this guys will do their water every day to get like a 13-inch fish. I don't think I'm going to get there because I'm not that committed, but I'm trying. I'm hoping for 10, 12 inches. Most people only get 6 or 7. So we'll see what happens. My fish are juvenile. Well, they're teenagers right now, I guess, if they were humans. So they're still kind
Mother.
of small.
I dropped my phone. Sorry.
Two things that I want to say. Alex Carnelli is going to be 1 in a million to find a true albino.
They're hard to
Good
find.
luck. And the only thing I can say is good luck.
I'll sell you mine.
And J-Rock. J-Rock, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in my living room. And I'm going to have another one tomorrow. So I'm picking up the saltwater tank. And then in my dining room, I got 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 that's running and 1 that's empty. So that's 5 in my dining room. And then in my bedroom, I got 1.
Fish Tank Frank. I hope you have an amazing weekend as well.
Thank you. Thank you for coming and sharing your support.
Hands on your knees.
Hey,
Oh, there we go.
Hey.
There we go again. There's that song.
Give me a minute.
It's there.
Alex, just to let you know, don't even bother going to your local fish store. They don't have it.
Hey, Berto, check your horn. Check your horn, man. Your phone.
My phone.
Yeah.
My phone, I guess, died. That's why I killed it right now for facing my my fructosa tank.
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta charge my phone. I gotta charge my phone.
For sure. Said my lady.
Oh,
just
you
called
leaving,
me.
Alex? You leaving, Alex, already? And those prices are for the.
I thought about putting a tank in my bedroom.
It's cool.
Legit. Thought about it.
Just having that water trigger, it helps me go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
But it's not good for my lady though. It's time to go to the bathroom. I'm like, sorry, man, but I love it. Don't worry. Just keep listening to it. Sooner or later, you're gonna get used to it. You won't even have to go to the bathroom no more. Only when you really have to.
Was one place somebody could put a tank in, you'd be like, okay, you done went overboard.
In the bathroom.
In the bathroom. Yeah.
I thought about putting a beta in my bathroom. Legit. Hey, Berto.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a trip. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Go ahead, take your
I shall
trip.
return.
Go ahead, take your trip.
So you gotta take him a trip. She said she would kick this.
But me,
Ah, dang, that's a deal breaker, huh? Put one in the room.
oh, I still have it. I enjoy it. But Adele, I'm not buying her no earplugs. All she gotta do is just turn on the TV but don't put the volume too loud, because I gotta sleep.
He said keep inching it to the bedroom. Get closer and closer.
Yeah.
Or shit, just get it all in one where it don't make no noise.
That's when I'm getting a 32 gallon, and that's gonna be
Yeah.
for my salt water. I thought of moving my salt water tank. I mean my little bar. If I could put it there. But now what I decided is putting it right there. Putting that 32 saltwater tank right here. I'll have my guppies and my salt water right here.
Like
And the most beautiful
surrounded.
thing, and the most beautiful thing is, I could do this. Oh, look how beautiful that saltwater tank. Oh, where is it? It's gone.
Boom. Yep. Nice.
I'll be happy with that. And I gotta straighten out this living room because I'm gonna do my video of my my living room slash office. I mean, studio for everybody to see everything. I'm gonna get it all done. But it's like Alex. Put it this way: I got the Hawaiian fish keeper. I got him 2 Snow White Oscars, the size of a quarter. They look so beautiful. They have black eyes, and the whole body was solid white. But now they're already grown, and their tails, their fins, has a little bit of edge of black, and they have that orange circle, that orange circle ring right by the tail. And they told me that as a Snow White Oscars.
That showed up after they grew.
Yep. They'll have it for a long time until they get big. And that's when they change.
About how many
Oh,
fish you
okay.
got in that tank behind you?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I got here's all the guppies. I got like about 100 guppies in there.
Dang.
I started off with, we started off, me and Lady Shimmy started off at least with 20 of them. And those are all family in there. Brothers and sisters and grandmothers and aunts and everybody in there.
Shit, you better start taking some out. You gonna get some curved spines and stuff out the wild. Some defects.
Yeah, I know. There's some of them like that already. I saw one of them already that a
Yeah.
female that she got that little belly like it's a little bit on the side.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that mama right there. She's huge.
Start
And
showing that grivet spot. You know they finna have them babies.
and there's so many fries. There's new fries in here too. Jeez. Yep, there's a whole bunch of new fries in here. Oh, they gave birth already. God damn it. I got albino Corys, green Corys, and they told me it was Bristol nose Fleckles. There ain't no Bristol nose, common Fleckles.
Oh no, they're gonna get
Oh,
huge.
definitely.
Well, that's all right. That's why I didn't put it too far. I could just slide them right into this tank.
Yeah, they'll do good over there.
And go right in there. Or if not, put one of them in the 150 and then put the other one in the other 150 with the frontosas.
There you go, cleanup crew.
Yep. But these guys are so savages, these guppies, and I guess it was the Blancos. I had some nice plants over here, and now those plants are on the filter. I just saw them now. I see them in the plant right now. The plants on the filter. So I
Those
got
are
some
very
work to do. So now I got to go tomorrow and clean up that filter.
all jammed
Now
up.
then. Yep. But at least it's a sponge filter. Part of the because I have a sponge for the intake. So nobody will go right through. So it won't be sucked up into the filter.
Yeah, just slow it down a little.
Yeah. There's other people they just go ahead and just leave it the way it is. But me, when I have little fishes, I just go ahead and put a sponge in the intake. And for nothing, none of the fishes will get sucked up in. But then
Yeah, I had one of mine.
I'll be like, where are my fishes at? And then when it's time to clean up those filters, they're in there swimming. And what they're having a great time of their life. There's algae, bacteria.
Yeah, both those things are a problem.
And when they get this, let's say they're about this small, and by the time you take them out, they're in like this. From all that bacteria.
Just eat it.
Huh? What was that, Sean?
Oh, they're eating it. The babies are eating it.
Oh, they eat all the algae and stuff like that and bacteria.
Just keeps them going.
It keeps them
Free
going.
food.
Free food. And especially my glass. I don't know how this happened. Because the place that I go get my plants, there's no snails. No snails at all.
I have snails. I hate it. I
have one snail in here. And I'm wondering how did he get it?
It was been probably on the bottom of the leaf or something, bro.
It's always the plants. Yeah, they come with the plants.
But
it's an egg. It'll be like an egg on the plants. You never see it even, and then it'll hatch, and you sneak around and grow. And all of a sudden, you got this snail, and he's laid 1,000 eggs before you saw him.
Man, I just started getting some snails in my saltwater tank somehow. Like,
wow.
I see little baby snails. I don't know how they even got in there.
But the good thing about it is keeping the glass clean for me.
I got these Malaysian cone snails. They're just all of a sudden you got 1,000 of them, and then I'm sitting there sucking them all out with the hose, and then I'm good for a couple weeks, and then boom, explosion again.
Hey Sean, what do you think about this? Hey Sean, what do you think about this food right here?
Brine shrimp. I've never tried it.
It
looks good.
Even though it comes in cubes, but me, as soon as I start grabbing it, I just crush it up.
It's freeze dried.
and it's dry. Yeah. And these guys, these guppies and the fries, they love it.
I've been
Got
using
the
like cheap Tetra foods, and it actually works pretty good.
Yeah, it got the ingredients on it.
Brine shrimp, vitamin E, phosphate.
You don't say how much ash it have in it.
I can't even hardly because it's so damn small. I'm gonna put it close to the camera. See, nope, it's too small, right?
Yeah, that must super small.
And I gotta get new glasses. My glasses are very bad, man. You see
Yeah.
the fish tanks and all that, it's driving me crazy. And for my bottom feeders,
Bottom way.
Bottom eaters.
I'm gonna try some of that extreme.
and the funny thing is that the guppies love it too.
You like food that like float or sink?
I'd rather give them the sinkers to make it easier for them, for they won't get that problem with the air, for they won't get air in their stomach.
Ken's fish food. I'll look that up. We might not get what you. Well, I can order it online, I'm sure.
These
Ken's fish. That Ken's fish food.
is real good. Ken's fish food is real good.
I ain't never tried it though.
Everybody complaining about it. They say it's real good, but I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah.
I feed bloodworm, beef heart, and then the Tetra color pellets, the red ones. And I like those because they don't fall apart in the water. They stay intact as long as they're there. So, and the discus are a little slow eating, so it gives them a chance to chase them around, and it works out good. And once they started, I got them on those pellets. They just start growing like mad. So the flakes don't make them grow. The beef heart sort of keeps them fat, but those pellets made them grow. Like they grow really fast on them, and they're cheap. It's
Yeah,
so
somebody was saying
like $40 on a jar of food, you know.
Somebody was saying like one pellet was equal to like 10 fish, like 10 live fish. That was the equivalent to one pellet.
Wow.
So I guess that's how much protein it has in it. Yeah.
I'll definitely look it up. It's not great. They got $37,000 fine. Oh, something else. Okay.
Y'all ever fed y'all fish like vegetables?
I haven't tried that. I haven't tried that yet.
Cucumbers.
Yeah, I've got an English cucumber in the fridge. I might. I think some of my fish will eat it. I don't know if my discus will. They might. I haven't tried that. I'm afraid to give them different stuff though, because their bellies
Greg
get
said,
tight.
yeah, he have. Greg said every day he do it.
To a discus?
I'm not for sure discus, but I know he have a variety of fish though. He said it's great for plecos.
And for the big boys, I give them that. I'll give them this from the hickory.
Food sticks.
At first, when I got it, they didn't want to touch it at all. They didn't want it.
What company is that?
That's Hikari too.
Hikari, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I tried their fiber bites. My fish hated them. They're supposed to be liked by discus, but they wouldn't eat it. They would just ignore it, let it hit the ground.
And I also give this to my for my red parrot. But since he's with the Oscars, he gets this.
Yeah, he said that.
Nice.
that hickory smoked fish. Now,
Lucky
Yeah.
fish. They eat
that's
better than we
funny.
do, huh? My fish eat better than
Yeah,
I do.
man. Yeah, no, I heard them peas, the shell peas, good though for like their digestive system, so it could like
Yeah.
help them flush. I guess flush their
The
system
dried
out.
peas.
My fish don't eat different stuff. They're like, what is that? And they're very fussy. And to get them to try something new, like I've got
Yeah,
fish that won't eat certain things and other fish that won't like. So I have to throw in this variety to make sure everybody's eating.
yeah. I'm about
And
to
if
say that. That's what I didn't start doing. Like when I feed, I put at least 2 or 3 different foods in there because I have a
yeah,
bisher and different a catfish and cichlids in one tank and then a community tank in the other. So I just throw a mixture in there. Yeah, sometimes I throw the mysis shrimp, frozen mysis shrimp too. Thaw it out in the tank water and then just get the turkey baster and put it in there, bro. They go after that.
my bottom feeders just get whatever makes it to the ground. But there's always so much in there that they're all fat. So
I'll be right back.
Yeah. All right.
I've had to pick weird bottom feeders because I have to pick slow fish that don't swim around real fast and they can't be too big. And yeah, it was hard, but I'm using two Corys, 3 pygmy cuckoo catfish, 1 half banded spiny eel, and 3 pom pom crabs is my cleanup crew because it's all slow stuff except for the eel, but they like the eel. They don't mind them.
Shit, what I didn't start doing is like the little algae wafers. I didn't start like just breaking them up into little pieces, and just throwing them in the tank so it get down to the bottom, so the
Yeah,
catfish could eat them. Cause if not, the cichlids they be all over it, man.
yeah.
They
They're
won't even give them a chance to eat.
well, my guys are eating, and they get the flakes. The cichlids don't really, or the discus don't chase the flakes too much. So when I get those in there, one of the discus eats the flakes a lot, but
You ever tried
they get.
that? You ever
I'm
tried
feeding
New
every
Life
2 hours.
Spectrums?
What's that?
The New Life Spectrum.
Light spectrum?
Yeah, New Life Spectrum.
No, I've never heard of that.
You never heard of that food?
No.
It's some good food. It has like garlic in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man, my fish love that.
I have
Those-
when I make my beef heart, I pour in garlic guard. It's like liquid garlic, and brings them
Yeah,
in.
this is like a pellet. So man, they be all on it. What you got, bro? That's
Gonna
a
have to.
rock.
The new rocks there. I'm gonna put it in the and that one fit the fructosa tank.
They're nice and clean, yeah. They look good.
To compare it to what the other ones look like, but I'll let it go and let it be the same. Let the
Is that
algae
actual
do that
coral
too.
too?
Yeah. I
Nice.
got this one here too. I'm gonna roll that in there.
That's a good one too.
Yep. Heavy boys too. Like
Buffet every day. You said a buffet every day? Nah, for real. I'm telling you. So do y'all feed every day?
nah.
I feed every like 2 hours.
Every 2 hours?
Yeah,
Damn.
because that's what you got to do. They got to eat like
What kind of fish you have?
discus, and they're
This
growing,
okay.
So after they're 15 months old, then I could like feed them every 2 or 3 days. But I have to
Yeah.
wait till they're 15 months old because after that their skeletal structure will stop. So if I'm underfeeding them, then they'll be 4 inches and 15 months old, and they'll just get stuck there.
Okay.
That's how these things work. So you got to
Running
really
the
hammer them.
sizzler.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, you
And
got a golden
they're
corral.
digestive. They digest their food in an hour and a half, and they poo all the time while they're growing.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
So
Like some of my smaller fish stay eating, like that swordtail, those corridors, they stay eating, bro. Like just stay grazing. The angelfish.
yeah,
Raul, my
the
brother.
angelfish. I find
Brother.
angelfish are really hungry. They'll eat as much as you give them, and they grow fast if you feed them a lot.
Hey,
Yeah,
Raul, the
the
link is in the
belly,
chat right there. I just dropped the
belly,
link for you.
the belly just be fat, man.
Oh yeah, I've watched them eat neons, and then go after another one. They just that's when I sold them. I bought a couple and put them in with my discus for a while, and they started eating the snails, and I'm like, that's just
Yeah.
gonna kill them. Like, I don't know, they wanted to eat.
Yeah, I think one of my golden wonder killifish, I think it ate the guppy, man. I had a Delta guppy I dropped in there. I think he ate that mug, bro.
Yeah,
Raul,
probably did.
Think
it's been a while, Raul.
If they can fit in their mouth, they'll try it.
I'm trying to get my microphone.
Hello, Raul.
what's up, Raul?
My mic's acting up.
You're coming in about 2x5. Oh, he's driving. He's in the truck.
Yeah, he's doing his deliveries and everything, but oh,
What's up, Ross? Ross Baltimore.
Ross, what up, Ross?
Oh, he lost connection.
He'll be back.
Having the mic issue.
What is Sizzlers? I never heard of Sizzlers, man. It's a grocery store or something? Some type of
No, sisters, they got steaks and all that.
Oh, she said it replaced Kmart, or Kmart replaced Sizzler, so I thought it was a grocery
Department
store.
store.
Yeah.
Sizzlers used to be like a restaurant for us over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean we used to have Kmart's down here, but we ain't got Kmart's no more, bro.
I hate it. It's gone. I hate it when it's gone. That was the best place to go get anything.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Kmart in 20 years.
Yeah, a long time. About 96.
Okay, let's try again. Let's see if we're good now.
Yeah,
What's up, brother?
my mic.
I could hear him.
Working.
Yep, your mic.
We can hear you, but it's kind of low.
I think that's the
Oh, sound like you're connected now.
Now you guys can hear me. Yeah, I don't know. My headphones are acting up. What's going on, gentlemen?
There he is.
Oh, my brother. God bless you. How you doing?
Good. I was just I looked at YouTube and I see Mr. Garcia's stream and I said, let me log in. I still got time to drive, so I figured I'd chime in. How's everybody doing? God bless.
Oh,
Doing
I'm
good.
great.
What's up?
Enjoying our fish tanks and talking about the fish food, talking about the fishes and everything. Just
Yeah, what was
enjoying
that?
it.
What was that you were showing? It looked like you had some cake there in your hand. I couldn't really tell because I was
that was a coral.
Yeah, it did look like some cake or something.
Yeah, I'm like, what is he cooking a cake and showing the cake? What is that?
Hey, this is not the vibe show. This is not the vibe show. This is not the vibe show.
What kind of coral was that?
It's flat rock. It's a flat rock.
It looked like some live rock or something you were showing there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a live rock, but it's flat.
Been cut flat.
Okay, I got
it's flat on the bottom.
I have to just think I can put it like this if I want to. I can put it like this if I want to. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this like this, and then once that I got there, I'm gonna pile it up on top.
That make a good roof.
You got a saltwater tank there or something?
Oh, yes, I'm gonna go get my salt water tomorrow. I'm picking it up tomorrow. I'm gonna start a saltwater tank.
What size tank are you going to get yourself into?
A 32 gallon
And can I just tell you something, man? You know,
BioQ.
you're gonna
Only
get
one.
multi-tank syndrome, and I made the mistake of getting myself a small tank, and now I wish I had a bigger one. So you might want to get a bigger one, man, because I started out with a 45-gallon order and one JBJ, and
Hey,
it's small, man. I want a bigger one.
hey, bro. Put it this way: I gotta get my foot wet with the salt water first.
I know. But what I'm saying, no,
But,
I get
but
it. But I'm telling you, after like a
I
year,
didn't want to say it. I
you
did
might
not
want
want to
to.
say it, but you twisted my arm. 'Cause that's what you always do to me.
Yeah.
I got a 90 also that I'm looking at.
Oh, okay. So yeah, mine. I just got myself a
But the
doser
90,
to dose my tank. I got a single dosing pump. I just
Yeah.
set it up the other day, but I've got to actually go on YouTube and try to figure out how to.
What you gonna be dosing?
Oh, I got the oil and reef just to dose the oil and reef. That's it.
All in reef? Okay.
Yeah, it makes it easier. You only need like 5 milliliters a
Was
day.
it a particular reason why you chose that one over any other one, or that was just the first one you
I
saw?
mean, no, I did some research. I actually met the guy at Aquashella too. Forget his name, the guy who controls that brand there, and I was just impressed with the fact that it's just one particular dose, and it doses everything. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I
Yeah.
just ended up getting that one there. I mean, I could have did 2-part dosing and just dose the calcium and the alkalinity, but I
Yeah.
decided I'm not home. I'm over the road driving, so I figured if I just get the oil in one and dose 5 milliliters a day, we'll see how it goes. I mean, if it
Be
doesn't
good.
work, I mean, the reason why I got myself a dose is because my wife doesn't remember to do it, and that's the problem we
Yeah.
have. I mean, I've got magnesium, I've got iron, I've got calcium through microblip, and I use it. I use it, but I don't use it. So I said, you know
Yeah.
what? Let me just get myself one of these. I didn't buy an expensive dosing pump. I forget the name of it, but it's a Bluetooth dosing when you control it on your phone. And I really didn't. I wasn't intending on dosing different things, so I figured if I just gonna dose the oil and reef, then I'll just get one pump. So I got it,
Mm-hmm.
and I sat on it for like 2 weeks, and then the other day I had a couple of days home, so I set it up. The only problem is I'm not able to control the dosing daily yet because I was looking at the instructions. It really doesn't have no instructions on how to set it up. How many milliliters you want to dose per day. So I've got to do a little bit more research on YouTube. It'll do it manually, but I want to do it just automatic daily since I'm not home. That's the whole purpose of the dosing pump. So dealing with that.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'm dealing with a little bit of an aptasia breakout on the tank, and it's comes and goes. This time is I use that Aptasia X. I've used everything and it doesn't work. So I'm thinking about getting them nudibranchs, little
Yeah.
critters. They're expensive. I was thinking about throwing a couple of them in there. That's my next step because I'm not going to use no more chemicals. I had a foul fish in there. He lazy. He didn't want to eat the Aptasia. Got peppermint shrimp. Peppermint shrimp. They lazy. They not doing nothing with the Aptasia. So I figured I'll get something that specifically eats Aptasia. Even though it's expensive, I'm gonna have to get it because the Aptasia is starting to break out in the tank everywhere. So it's annoying. It's annoying. Besides that, man,
Yeah.
the tank is doing good. Another thing is the reason why I told Garcia about getting a bigger tank. To me, just to me, I feel like a smaller body of water is harder to maintain when you got an all-in-one reef tank because you don't have that
Mm-hmm.
much room. You don't have that much room in those chambers back there. I figure if I get a bigger tank, like a 210, I get a sump, makes it a whole lot easier to control a larger body of water than it is a smaller body of water because I'm not home to care for it on a daily basis. You understand what I'm
Yep.
saying? It's
You
very
heard that,
difficult.
guys? You heard that, guys? He's gonna give me a 210.
No, I've been waiting for you to give me a 210. I've been waiting for you to give me a 210 since your whole
Yeah,
house has got tanks all in it. I know you got an extra one laying around there, but I don't want to spend the money on a 210 because them Red Seas and them other tanks, they're expensive, man. They're expensive. I paid $2,000 for my little 45-gallon with the lights, the AI wave maker, the lights, the skimmer, the actual anchor, the bar to hold the bracket to hold the light. All that
yeah.
came out to like about $2,000+ I bought
Mm-hmm.
the tank and the stand. So I was like, man,
Yeah.
so yeah. If I get one, and so be it. I'll spend the money on it. I'll get rid of the 45-gallon because I got coral in there. I've got Zoas in there. I've got a hammer. I got a hammer in there, which is kind of dying on me. I got a frog spawn in there. The Zoas, the A-cans, I got some A-cans that are doing really well. I picked up like 2 of them at Aquashella last year, and they've been doing really well.
Yeah.
I've got 2 clownfishes, 2 bar gobies.
The foul fish didn't try to eat any of the cores.
Nah, but he did pass away on me for some reason. After like 2
Okay.
weeks, he passed away on me. I have no idea why.
That's probably why he wasn't eating though, because he probably was sick.
Yeah, I got paid like $80 for at WWC. I paid like $80 for that bad boy, and in like 2 weeks, maybe a month, maybe it was about a month. I came home one day, nobody paying attention to the tank. And he on the return, on the vents to the return, just stuck
Out of
there.
there.
You know, the snails that went
Yeah.
at him and everything. So,
Nah, like you were saying though, a smaller body of water is harder to take care of because you have little room for mistake, bro. You got
exactly.
little room for mistake.
And you know, you gotta
But
make
for
sure
what
all
I'm
your
putting in
levels
there,
are right.
but for what I'm putting in there in the small little tank,
Yeah.
it's just gonna be a cleanup crew.
Yeah. Nah, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good with that. But like they was asking in the chat, do you dose the whole tank or do you just dose your hospital tank? I'm for what Raul is dosing on the all-in-one, you could dose your whole tank because it's like trace elements.
Yep.
So instead of having to dose single magnesium, potassium, it's just all in one liquid. And that's why I
Yeah.
was asking you what made you go with that brand, because I had, was doing my own research on a brand to go with. I just came across that Seachem, however you say that name. They got one Seachem. They got one called Reef, and it's just like an all-in-one trace element.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I just went with that one. When I went to WWC here in Orlando, those guys was the ones who I was dealing with initially, and they're the ones who were guiding me and telling me, "Hey, get this." And then when I went to Aquashella and I met the owner of the company, he actually gave me some. So what I did was, he gave me some sea salt, some salt, because I was using damn, I'm gonna bring that. I want to say it was um anyway, because I'm driving also. I actually switched my salt from that salt to the same brand that I'm dosing my tank with. And the good thing about the all-in reef, you only need 5 milliliters a day. That's it for my size tank, because it's a 45-gallon. So 5 milliliters is all I need. And so I'm gonna start keeping trying to keep statistic as far as how the tank is gonna do once I get that pump going, which I'm gonna do now because I'm gonna be off for the next 3 days. So I'm gonna concentrate on getting that going and kind of keep track of everything. I have been having a little bit of I adjusted my lights recently because I increased the blues, and I noticed when I did that, now when I get back off the road, even though I have my wife do her best to clean it, the glass is starting to get algae like it used to get before. That's because I increased the blues. So I may just bring it down just a tad bit because the corals are actually doing better. but I'm getting a lot of algae build up on the glass. So and I also adjusted the light from how high it was. I had it up to like I want to say it was 14, and I bring it down to like 10. The
Yeah.
light down a little bit, and it was doing really good. Of course, you're gonna get a little bit more algae build up on the glass. And one thing the guys at WWC was telling me is, listen, you come here and you see the glass is spotless. It's because we clean the glass every day before we open up the store.
You the best cleanup crew versus
Yes,
any snail, any hermit. Like you yourself will be your best cleanup crew.
right. So I have to do it. So now when I get home, I'll go ahead and do a water change. I'll change my socks out. I'll clean the biomedia inside, the back. I'll clean my skimmer. I'll go in there with a razor and clean the glass. Um, you know, uh, I've got my snails in there and everything, taking care of the sand and everything. But I'm dying to get a bigger tank. You know what I'm saying? I'm dying to get a bigger tank. I just set up my 15-gallon. I have a 15-gallon Fruit Ball Flex that I had been sitting for a while. I had a beta. My beta had died on me,
Yeah.
and I set that one up. So I don't got nothing in there. I'm gonna be putting some pea puffers in there. That's gonna be coming up soon. I just gotta find some pea puffers. I did call one of the stores down here in Orlando that had some last week. Think about putting like 6 pea puffers in my 15-gallon. But that's all I got going on you right now. My 15-gallon, a 75-gallon community planting tank. And then I've got my 45-gallon saltwater tank.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just starting the saltwater tank because I just want to get my feet wet and get used to it. But instead of getting the 90, I'll get something bigger. But I just want to get myself started with my small saltwater tank.
90 is good. 90 is a good size.
Yeah, but I got the 150s here and the 125. Why not go a little bigger?
Yeah, why don't you
Like
just give me that
like
125? I drive down there and get it.
yeah. He said, give him the 125, man.
Give me
He'll
the
take care of it
125.
for you.
I'll take it. I'll take care of that. I'll take that off your hands real fast.
Like Coro was saying though, that bigger tank is gonna be an all-day cleanup project. It can be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to too much deep clean a saltwater tank anyways, though. I don't believe any tank you want to deep clean.
Yeah, you want to just kind of do the basic minimum and let the tank just maintain itself. Yeah. Except with saltwater, you're not that you're number chasing, but you still got to make sure those levels are within. Like my phosphates was high. My phosphates was high.
So that means your calcium maybe it was low.
Could be. I should have dosed some calcium. I should have did that, but I didn't. I just actually did a water change, and I put some Seachem sells this phosphate bag that helps you lower the phosphates, and I threw it in the backpack there just until I get home now and kind of get my hand a check and take a look at it and see how's it going. But I didn't know that if your phosphates was high, then it's because of the calcium being low. I'm glad you told me that. Maybe I'll dose some.
Because they kind of work interchangeably. Like if your phosphates is high, then your calcium may be low. If your calcium high, then your phosphates are low. So you kind of want to balance them out.
Gotcha. I don't have a calcium checker. I've got the alkalinity and I've got the phosphate.
Just get you one of them Reef Master test kits. I don't know if you have time to do that. You know,
I have
with the liquid.
Yeah, I've got the what you talking about? The API little saltwater kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't have one that has. My saltwater one doesn't have calcium to check.
They have a master one. It's a master, master reef kit. Yeah, and it has the calcium,
I might
the
do
DKH.
that.
Yeah.
I might do that because that's I mean those damn Hannah checkers are like what, like $60, man.
Yeah, I ain't never owned one of those, but I heard they pretty good though.
Yeah,
but
I I feel like I'm a chemist when I'm doing the little water thing.
Yeah.
I feel like a little scientist.
But I found this guy that he has his own pet shop
Uh-huh.
and he only deals with salt water. And he's the one that's selling me that little 32.
Mhm.
And he's gonna guide me through it. He's just like a marine biologist. That guy is very techy with salt water.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's good. Is he giving you the light to go with it and everything and the whole
Everything.
9 yards? Oh, okay.
It's a whole
That's what's
crew.
up.
So you good because at least you got somebody there local that's gonna help you out. You know, I had to do this blind.
And he's like 20 to 25 minutes away from my house. And if
Gotcha.
I have a problem, he will come over and help me.
Okay, so when you bringing me my 125
Okay.
tomorrow?
Okay.
It's still in the works. It's still in the works, buddy. It's still in the works.
I've been asking you for months to give me one of those tanks, bro.
Just the Okay, Cora. Only Oscar said what's considered a big tank size.
Yeah, I was talking 90 gallon plus in chat because I was someone said that smaller tanks, it's faster to clean them. Bigger tanks, it takes hours. And I'm like, well, if you use a sump with a hose, it takes 10 minutes, for a 90 gallon.
So do y'all clean y'all?
Gallon, you get done in 20 minutes. You have your drain done.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to take long.
So when y'all do y'all water changes, do y'all clean y'all canisters and hang on the backs or sponge filters also?
I do that once a week.
And
I change my water every 3 days.
See, I have a 75 gallon, and I usually let it ride for weeks. It's got two. Yeah. They got a 75, the title hang on the back, and I've got a FX6 on there. Got a heavy bio load, but I got plants. It's planted, so I let it ride for a couple of weeks. But when I do, I just do a regular water change, man, and then maybe every couple of months I'll do the canister, and then I'll do the hang on the back. I don't do both of them at the same time, but I'll kind of like rotate. And my top off, I top off with RO water because I've got a RODI filter. I make my own water. So I just top off with RO water. Like now, I'll come home and I'll do a water change. And I just bought that Seche, what is that? That Zero, the pump. I think it's called Zero something. It's like $100 I pay for that damn pump. It drains your tank real fast. So I'm going to use that because it attaches directly to the water hose. So I'm going to be using that for the first, the Ultra Zero. That's what it's called. The Seche Ultra Zero pump. I'm going to use that for the first time and see how fast, because it got a lot of good reviews. So I'll do a 50% water change, and that's it. I won't touch my canister. I just did that one like 2 weeks ago, and I'll do my salt water. Since it's a 45 gallon, I'll probably change either 5 gallons or 10 gallons, and I won't do anything except change my filter socks, clean the skimmer, and just clean the glass. That's it. I won't do anything major. Maybe once a month I clean the return pumps. Sometimes I can tell that they're not flowing as heavy, so I know they need to be cleaned out.
So you gotta clean that gunk out of it.
Yes. So I try to do both of them at the same time. If not, I'll do one and then do the other. I try to make it as simple as possible. Some days I feel like just going in there and doing everything. It just depends on how I feel, which is okay. I'm into statistics, so I keep track of all that. Like what day I clean this tank, what day I clean that pump, what day I clean my canister. To keep
It depends on what you got off in there too, because if you might have some snails or something that clean the surface area for you, then that may already be done. Versus you have to clean the glass every time, or sift the sand. You might have a conch snail in there that go through the sand and sift it for you.
I got one lazy. I need to put another one in there.
Yeah,
I got one in there.
It just depends on what you have in there, but and then a lot of people nowadays have those dirty tanks, so I'm not for sure if they even gravel vac if they have an underground filter.
Yeah. It all depends. The person should know their tanks just upon sight and knowing when they need to like do a water change. A water change to me is, I mean, I've gone a week or two. Sometimes I go even longer. Sometimes, depending on how I feel when I get home. And if I don't feel like doing any water changes, if the fish are fine, I just go. Maybe I might check some levels and then go. But I don't want to make it to where every time I'm home, I'm dealing with my fish tanks. I want to give some time to the family, so I try to, or I wait till the middle of the night when everybody's sleeping, and then I'll start knocking it out because I'm used to being up at night because I drive at night. So I'll like tomorrow. I'll get home tomorrow. I probably won't do anything with the fish tanks or anything like that. But maybe Saturday or Sunday I'll mess around with them and knock them out and get it out the way. I don't got to do a YouTube video or anything. I just did a YouTube video last week, so I'll take a break this week and concentrate on just doing some maintenance. Nothing major, nothing like that. So.
Do you use RODI water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought it from Bulk Reef Supply.
Yeah.
I've got the 75-gallon one. It's got the one membrane on there. I usually set it up outside, and I run the water all day.
Yeah,
So
give me a minute. I'll be there.
I usually keep like I've got the 5-gallon jugs. I got like 10 of them. So I usually keep like about 25 gallons of water available handy because my auto top off might run out. So I'll have my wife swap it out for me. And I like to have the water done so that when I get home, I can just mix my salts, do my water change, and then the next day I can set up the filter to just run water all day. So that way when I leave, I got enough water there. I try to do that system, because it's easy. You just set the filter up and it just does the water for you. And you just gotta go out there every now and then and make sure it's not overflowing. Because I do it outside, so it's okay. Sometimes I might forget, but the water's just running down my driveway, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I just do my own water. I was going to WWC and picking up my RO water and my already mixed salt water, but that was becoming expensive because they're not close to me. Yeah, so I ended up just making the investment to myself and just do my own water, and I find it to be it's easier, way easier, and it's less expensive.
Hey,
Now the only
guys.
thing that I do with my fresh water is when I top off my water, I use Seachem stability to add some bacteria into the water when I do fill it up with RO water on my fresh water tank.
Hey guys,
What's
I've
up,
been
Mike?
here for like 2:30 for 2 hours and a half, and I really appreciate everybody coming and my moderators helping me out, and I really appreciate everybody for the support and all the love. And you guys are really awesome. And Raul, I'm gonna be in touch with you, and I'll let you know about the 125.
Oh, you
So
did call me the other day. I'm so sorry, Garcia. I never called you back.
yeah,
You did
yeah,
call.
yeah.
Probably
I'm
called
gonna
me
keep
when I was
calling.
sleeping.
I'm gonna keep calling you until you pick up. But it's okay. I see you here. At least you acknowledge. But next time, if you don't answer, you won't get that 125.
Hey, don't call me
Yeah.
during the daytime. I'm sleeping, man. You gotta call. You gotta talk to me at nighttime. You know I sleep during the daytime. So
Okay, vampire. Okay, vampire. Well, on that note, Sean, do you have anything to say before I shut this down?
No, I just want to say thanks for having me, and we'll see you next time, guys.
And you
Have a
know
good
you're
night.
always welcome. And you know you're very welcome anytime you want to come. I always drop the link and you can come right up. You know that.
Thanks, man. We'll catch you
And
next time.
Ro,
Have
and
a
you,
great night.
you too. Ro, anything you want to say before I shut it down?
God bless everybody. Take care. See y'all next time.
To the next time.
To the next
Carl,
time.
anything you want to say? Anything
Hey,
you want to
man.
say before I shut it down?
Hey, be great, be you, man. Charge up your phone.
Hey, Carl, hit me up on
Yeah,
Instagram, man, so that way we can talk.
Hey, for sure, we'll do.
All right, man. Look me
and
up,
everybody
man.
in
All
here,
right, peace.
Everybody here in the chat, thank you for being here and thank you for your support and all the love. And I'll see you guys till the next time. And you know when I'll be popping up. Who knows? Garcia Aquatics out of here.